Well, ladies and gentlemen, seeing the fact that we've got a celebration after party to host and also a stream to do as well after this show is over, and the fact that the traffic is really starting to wind down now, we might as well bring Music Village for this 300th edition to an emphatic close. But don't worry, if you miss anything for this special tricentennial celebration spectacular, we got you covered, because you can catch this show again one more time, all the time, on our SoundCloud, Facebook, or even Tumblr pages, all named the same, only known as Music Village Radio under the hashtag MusicVillage300. Oh man, I got goosebumps just saying that. 300 episodes, I still can't believe it. And Maestro said that's how many times I've said video game news over the course of this 6-year history of this show. You sure? I'm pretty sure we started saying it around episode 10. Oh, apparently we've been saying it since the beginning. Nice. And if you guys want to figure out what other crazy and zany things that we still got prepared for this 29 days of greatness, like a catchphrase we've carried over for well over 6 years and shouted into a microphone so many times that I'm surprised the cops hasn't been called on us yet, you can go ahead and check it out on our Twitter/YouTube pages, still named the same, only known as the Double Agent 0012. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, after 300 episodes, the themes may have changed, but the game remains the same. And before we head out for the night, and we would like to thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts, you the fans out there, for listening in to another tricentennial milestone-setting, party-filled edition of Music Village. And seriously guys, thank you for listening in to well over 300 episodes of this show. For those out there who's been there since day one, we really thank you, but for those who jumped on a little bit late, definitely thank you as well. And here is hoping we can make it to 600 episodes or even 1,000 episodes in the near future. But with Maestro giving me that look of somebody stole his Scooby snacks, you know what? Let's shoot for 400. We'll go for 400, then 600. Yeah, sounds like a plan. And if you guys and girls out there like what you heard, with Maestro breathing a sigh of relief, go out there and spread the word. You know what? Like Silent Bob during the movie Clerks 2. Yeah, you know, PR department knows where I'm going with this one, and they're giving me the thumbs up, but wondering, what in the world does Silent Bob have to say during that movie? You'll find out. And we would also like to thank you, the independent artists out there, for doing that musical goodness like you always do. And keep up the great work, guys, because without your music, we wouldn't have inspiration to come out with some of the craziest ideas we've had over the past 6 years and 300 episodes that we were able to bring along with it. So keep that good music coming, and it'll keep us inspired to do many more shows in the future. And speaking of people who keeps us constantly musically inspired, we would like to thank our musical guest for this week, none other than Technoax, with his song, With All Determination, that was featured during this week's 300th edition of the DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories. And as always, Technoax, keep up the great work, and I got a feeling you were involved in just about 100 video game stories alone, so congratulations on that front. And I think he might be one of the only people besides Darren Curtis, Sunjo Mill, and everybody else that we mention on a daily and weekly and yearly basis who's been a part of this show for so many episodes. And to all those other musical artists we mentioned, thank you as well, and definitely to you as well, Technoax, and keep up the great work, and we can't wait to hear what you got coming down the tubes next. And finally, last but not least, we would like to thank you, the independent gamers out there, for coming out with all those sweet video game hits and clips that we had a chance to mention during this week's show. And as always, guys, keep up the great work with all those cool games so we can keep mentioning more games on this show in the near future that may be video game stories in the future as well. Yeah, you never know, guys. Your game may be featured for a silly video game story in the near future. You know, just keep those games coming and you'll find out. And oh, before we could possibly forget to thank you guys out there, yeah, Maestro, PR department, I guess my dad, my uncle, and everybody else who supported Music Village for the past 300 episodes, we would like to thank you guys as well, because without you guys, Music Village would not be possible today as we speak. So thank you for all the support, and yeah, Maestro, I wasn't gonna forget you. Stop crying, you're getting tears on the cake, and it's starting to ruin it. And I guess with everybody possibly that we could thank for this show, you guys out there know how we go out. I'm DJ Smokey on behalf of the Maestro and the PR department, now setting off the confetti once again, saying, I got nothing. But most importantly, when there's smoke, there's fire. And we'll see you guys next week for the first show, or technically the second show of our tricentennial era edition of Music Village. But until then, thank you guys once again, and good night, everybody.